Welcome to Onsite Utility Services Capital. In this presentation, we'll be discussing how America's schools can safely and successfully reopen in today's new COVID-19 reality. Reopening strategies. Let's first focus on strategies your school can use to become safe and secure. So, what do you need to reopen your school? You need help to stop the spread of COVID-19 by creating a safe and healthy indoor environment. And how do you create and keep a safe and healthy indoor environment? Well, good steps to making your school more safe and secure include student and faculty screening, better air filtration through bipolar ionization, improved humidity control, contact-free security parameters, the enforcement of social distancing rules and hand sanitation for both students and faculty, occupancy management, and surface disinfection and real-time data management. So, how do you make this happen? While minimizing costs? By deploying energy-efficient solutions that will help keep energy costs low, utilizing remote monitoring to better manage systems on demand, and securing a solution as a service to reduce capital and debt requirements. If you've been asking yourself if your school prepared for successful reopening and operation in today's COVID reality, ask yourself these key questions. Sanitation and protection. The Center for Disease Control and the World Health Organization recommend intensifying both air sanitation and surface disinfection practices prior to reopening your school. Is your school ready? Screening procedures. The CDC has offered guidance suggesting schools will need to dramatically improve their process for screening students and staff as they enter school buildings to identify potential COVID carriers. Is your school ready? Measure and manage. Recent research by Harvard indicates that a small increase in long-term exposure to COVID particle matter leads to an increase in the COVID death rate. Proper monitoring of indoor air can help track those harmful pollutants in real time. So, is your school ready? Having a good reopening checklist can help you identify the key areas you need to focus on. Are you removing airborne bacteria from your school's ventilation system? Is your air filtration system capturing particles that can carry viruses? Are you screening students, parents, and staff as they come into your school? Do you have an air purification system that doesn't discharge harmful ozone? Are you constantly and consistently monitoring the air quality in your school? And have you secured any of these solutions that can also reduce your energy costs? For the first phase of your school's reopening, let's look at how we can proactively sanitize your school's air through an air purification system. There has never been a time where the quality of indoor air has been more important to students, parents, and faculty. As the coronavirus continues to grow in America, schools must take greater precautions to provide a safe and sanitary indoor environment, not just for students, but also for teachers and staff. Chances are clean indoor air purification has not been a hot topic on your radar. Until now, that is. School buildings have HVAC systems that contain a wide variety of both mechanical and electronic equipment, and those systems are designed based on a variety of parameters, such as the school's location, typical local weather patterns, and outdoor air quality. But these systems are not equipped to handle the kind of air purification your school needs to handle COVID-19, such as the elimination of all the microscopic aerosol particles floating around that carry viruses, bacteria, and other pathogens, which all continue to be carried through the ventilation ducts and distributed throughout the entire school. Students and faculty spend several hours each day inside your school, inhaling as much as 2,700 gallons of air, and indoor air is at least 10 times more contaminated than outside air. And if the quality of your school's air isn't at the top of your priority list, it should be, because it's definitely important to students, their parents, and school faculty. A recent Gallup poll indicates as much as 74% of Americans are very or somewhat worried about catching the COVID-19 virus, and as many as 8 out of 10 are at least somewhat concerned about the air quality inside buildings. So, to function in today's new environment, every school must have some kind of air purification solution in place. According to the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers, ventilation and filtration provided by HVAC systems can reduce the airborne concentration of COVID, and thus also reduce the risk of it being transmitted through the air. Plus, changes to school operations, including the operation of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning systems, can also reduce the airborne exposure to COVID. The bottom line is, you must improve the quality of your school's indoor air with a solution that removes things like bacteria, viruses, mold spores, volatile organic compounds or VOCs, dust, pollen and dander, gaseous chemicals, airborne particle matter that's smaller than 2.5 microns, and odors. And the solution to this is bipolar ionization, a proven method to getting safe and healthy indoor air. Ionization is nature's own cleansing kit for keeping Earth's air clean. Ions are molecules or atoms that contain an electrical charge and exist in nature in various sizes. Small ion densities range from 900 to 1100 negative ions and 1000 to 1200 positive ions per cubic centimeter at mountain elevations. But inside your school, ion levels drop by 80% to 95% and are barely detectable. And that drop in ion density reduces the air quality. By increasing the quantity of both positively and negatively charged oxygen ions, air quality is improved. There are plenty of great benefits to having oxygen ions in the air. They cause air particles to stick together, and heavier particles drop to surfaces or are caught by your school's HVAC system filter. Oxygen ions also inhibit the growth of mold, viruses, and bacteria by robbing the cells of life-sustaining hydrogen. They oxidize odorous gases and break down VOCs and chemicals into carbon dioxide and water, which helps neutralize symptoms of sick building syndrome. The positive effects of a higher ion count can be seen in how as much as 99.5% of all airborne particles actually pass through a typical HVAC air filter. But through ionization, these particles cluster together, called agglomeration, and form larger particles, and those have a much higher probability of being caught by your HVAC filter. Particles smaller than 1 micron that stay airborne are the kinds of particles that can carry viruses and transmit them from person to person. By agglomerating those small particles into larger ones, they're caught by filters and therefore are removed from the school's airstream. Here's how this works inside your school. First, airborne particles are charged by the ions, causing them to cluster and get caught by the HVAC filter. As they divide and reproduce, bacteria and virus cells are robbed of life-sustaining hydrogen and are then destroyed. Odors and gases and aerosols all oxidize on contact with those oxygen ions and are also neutralized. Oxygen ions then cause a chain reaction with volatile organic compounds in the air and break down their molecular structure. And the benefits to your school are substantial. First, particles are reduced. NPBI technology reduces dust and pollen airborne particles through agglomeration. Ions attach to the airborne particles, which makes them attract each other, and that increases their size. Then, the filtration system can more easily capture those larger particles, greatly improving the system capture efficiency of your entire HVAC system. Next, odors are eliminated. During the air cleaning process, ions help break down the odor particles into basic and less harmful compounds. The result is your indoor air is left smelling fresh and free of any odors or volatile organic compounds that can cause irritations. Now, pathogens are killed. NPBI technology attacks and kills viruses, mold spores, and bacteria in the air. Ions steal the hydrogen from those pathogens, effectively causing them to die. All that is left is healthy and clean air. When norovirus was exposed to the air, NPBI reduced the airborne rate of those pathogens by 93.5% in just 30 minutes. Coronavirus saw a 99.4% reduction in just 30 minutes of being exposed to the NPBI technology. Other pathogens such as Legionella and MRSA both saw substantial rates of reduction as well. These results demonstrate the incredibly powerful potential NPBI can deliver to a building's indoor air. It delivers energy savings. NPBI is an environmentally friendly process that reduces the amount of outdoor air required to circulate in your building, which is normally how you would try to ventilate the indoor air. Since you're cleaning the indoor air and not just recirculating it with the outdoor air, NPBI promotes a healthier, cleaner, and more comfortable indoor environment. Plus, as you're not running the ventilation systems as frequently for that outdoor air circulation, the outdoor air intake is reduced by up to 75%. And the less time your HVAC is running means the less energy you're spending. And finally, it's completely ozone-free, making it completely safe for all indoor applications. The advantages of Onsite Utility Services' NPBI solution are impressive. It produces no harmful byproducts, whereas other solutions such as corona discharge air purification and UV light discharge byproducts that can be harmful. NPBI reduces the particles in the air, destroys volatile organic compounds from the air, making your air smell clean and pure. It kills viruses and pathogens, including the coronavirus. It reduces your energy costs by as much as 30%. Good luck trying to get that from any other solution. It produces no ozone, making it completely safe for any building type. It treats the air inside of targeted individual rooms or offices where needed. It has no replacement parts, unlike any other solution, which all have parts that not only need to be replaced, but often are quite costly. It self-cleans automatically, and it's extremely simple to install. Now that we are proactively cleaning your school's indoor air, the next phase is to help improve the personal safety of everyone inside the school building through non-contact COVID screening. As students and faculty make their way into your school building, some of them, perhaps even without their knowledge, could be carrying COVID-19. And, while not a silver bullet, a practical and effective part of COVID-19 risk reduction is the temperature screening of everyone who enters your school to test for fever symptoms that could indicate they're carrying the virus. However, when considering the need to check for fevers at the door, the shortage of thermometers, the need to conserve resources, and the necessity to protect staff from exposure suggests an alternate screening process is needed. The solution for this is Xenon Fever Defense, a quick, zero-contact facial temperature screening solution. Using a standalone automatic non-contact temperature screener, the Xenon Fever Defense uses a simple stop-go red-green light system. Where users have a normal temperature, a green light is visible, and an audible message is delivered. But where users have an elevated temperature, a red light is visible, an audible message is delivered, and a warning alarm sounds. And all of this is completed in less than 1 second, all without any physical contact. It's a true plug-and-play solution that delivers fast screening typically in less than 1 second. Zero learning curve, just plug it in and its self-explanatory instructions get you up and running instantly. It's a standalone unit that doesn't require an internet connection to operate, and it works even if students and faculty are entering the building with their face masks on. It's truly a smart plug-and-play screening solution. Okay, so now we have clean indoor air, are properly screening people coming into the school without any physical contact. So the next phase is lowering your energy costs. With research showing the coronavirus may spread through shared air, schools are scrambling to deploy effective sanitation and safety solutions as they try to reopen. And that is leading to costly equipment purchases that for many school districts are simply outside their available budget. Think about how many times you've invested in some kind of new equipment for your school building, only to quickly learn that your investment had actually become a liability. Through our Safe Schools as a Service turnkey solution, your school gets the air cleaning solution it needs and the student-faculty temperature screening it requires, but without the risk of using your own capital to invest in the equipment. No investment, no debt, just a clean and safe school building. Onsite Safe Schools as a Service solution is achieved through a simple 4-step process. First, we conduct a site review of your school building to get a proper understanding of your current infrastructure. Then, we undergo a proper solution assessment to select the right air purification and screening solutions for your specific situation so they meet your specific building's needs. Next, we procure and then install solutions using our expert team of clean air specialists. And now, you have cleaner indoor air, safe contact-free screening, and real-time performance monitoring with all the service and maintenance included for the duration of the service term. With Safe Schools as a Service, you can expect a state-of-the-art air purification system with no investment and no debt, a hands-free, fully automated non-contact temperature screening solution, a worry-free and zero-cost equipment maintenance program during the service term, off-balance sheet flexibility, since you're not using any of your capital or adding any new debt. You get the level of sanitation and safety that students, their parents, and school faculty require in today's COVID world. And with a guarantee the technology will deliver the improved indoor environment you want. No matter where your school is located, Onsite Utility Services Capital can deliver to you a comprehensive, Safe Schools as a Service program that meets all your needs. Choosing an indoor air cleaning system is an important decision, and that's why schools across America are choosing Onsite Utility Services. We've been providing energy efficiency solutions nationwide since 1993. Our experience, knowledge, and deep industry relationships makes us uniquely qualified to deliver you the energy efficiency and air purification solutions you require, no matter what size school you operate. Get a complete turnkey school reopening solution without any investment or debt, and reduce your energy costs at the same time. Help your school reopen safely with Safe Schools as a Service from Onsite Utility Services Capital. To see how your school can benefit from Safe Schools as a Service, contact us today at 844-768-7227 for a free, no-obligation consultation. That's 844-768-7227.